We are now going to open question time. Good morning. My name is Samuel Martin. I work at the Polytechnic University here in Madrid, and I would like to congratulate you for what you've done so far. And I have two questions for you. What is Pasos's future? We have mentioned the challenges related to the administration, but in general, do you think you can provide more services or go abroad or have other manufacturers adopt this? And the second question is, where are you going to? I wanted to ask you whether teleassistance or telecare will include something in the future, and not specifically the possibility of showering with the device, but also the possibility of solving the problem of not being able to go outside. Could you incorporate like these new aspects to the new releases? Well, let me begin. As far as the future of the services, as far as the Red Cross is concerned, in our regulations, the new Pasos devices, the devices need to incorporate the Pasos protocol, or we won't buy. So if there is public tenders, the companies who present their tenders need to incorporate the Pasos protocol. They can also contact the Texas Foundation for help, but it is one way that we have to have some kind of incidence on the market. On the other hand, there's other companies, other countries, other Red Cross organizations, and other bodies which we are supporting so that they can deploy mobile telecare and just telecare. We are in Portugal, working with Argentina, Uruguay, Chile, and recently Czechia, Czech Republic, and Romania. And there's other bodies that Julian, I'm sure, will mention. Can you hear me? At this point of the project, the technical specifications has already been agreed with the manufacturers, and now it is for the industry to incorporate this protocol to their product, and that's exactly where we're at, making it known, making sure that people know about this initiative, and making sure that it is incorporated in the products as a standard, as a de facto standard at first, and perhaps in the future, as Christina said, and that would be the final success of the project, to standardize this through an organization such as AINOR. And there the public administrations have an important role to play by incorporating this in their tenders as recommendations. Perhaps we should mention a couple of countries. The police of the London Metropolitan Island, and for the protection of victims of gender violence, and also a body in New Zealand who has also suggested to use that, the London metropolitan area. The service. The protocol is a free protocol in the Texas web page, and in the web page mentioned by Julian, you can access information, you can request information by filling out a form, and any company which is a service provider, any manufacturer, any university, any entity having interest on the protocol can access it. At this time, you're not the only service providers incorporating this. No, there's others too, which is a good thing. Second question. The second question was about what other elements can be incorporated to this service. Well, we would like to think of the future as a conversion of telecare, so that, as Christian said, if you go elsewhere, you can have the same service, work with the same unit who is aware of your situation. But what happens is that so far the developments are at a very early stage. We have been working with devices which can be used indoors and outdoors. But of course, the proof of the pudding is that when somebody shows you a device and see whether it can withstand, for example, water if you're in the shower, or what happens to it when it falls, so that when the engineers play around with the devices and with the mobiles to see whether people could hang that around their neck. But of course, the problem is the battery. When you're a device and you can place the device on a stand, and the stand also recognizes the device, vice versa, but it's not the same when you're working on a mobile. We're not there yet. Any other question? Well, since we are running out of time, I'd like to now thank you all for attending this session. I'd like to also thank the members of the panel for their excellent presentations and also for supporting this initiative, because without the support of organizations such as the ones that are here to represent, it would not be possible. On behalf of the Texas Foundation, I can assure you that we will maintain our commitment, our work, our effort, and especially our hopes to make sure that this project is a success. Thank you all.